All right, guys, I want to give you a quick refresher on what's going to be big long-term, okay? This is easy. You don't have to overthink this. A lot of times if you just work backwards, you can see where the money's going to be made over the next decade, okay? So let's start with now. Right now, we know there's an AI boom taking place, right? NVIDIA is at the forefront of it. Their chips are in heavy demand. There's way more demand than supply, and that's probably going to last at least another year or two, guys, okay? And then what's needed for all this AI demand? Data centers, right? And we've been talking about data center stocks like Vertiv Holdings, okay? For example, that's one of my favorites. Again, I'm waiting for a good pullback to recommend it on a dip, okay? I recommended it back when it was in the 80s, okay? So being patient to add more to my long-term account with that, and I will let you guys know, remember that. So the data centers, right? We're gonna need a lot of those, right, to house all these GPU servers, right? All this AI demand, all these chips. And then what are we gonna need from all these data centers? We're going to need nuclear power to handle all of that energy, guys. And that's why I've been recommending uranium and many things in that space as well, like VST, which just bought 4 nuclear power plants earlier this year, guys. And that's why that could be a long-term winner, and it's cheaply valued now, okay? But I do want that to come down too, because it's gone up for many, I think it's like 13 days in a row it went up, guys. So there's going to be a sell-off probably this month. So wait patiently. Like I said, I will alert you when I'm adding more to my long-term account. Okay, I already have some of Vertiv Holdings, for example, which is the data center space, servicing them, and then VST, which is Vistra Corp, which is, again, servicing in the nuclear power side of things, okay? And then uranium, I just recommended buying because that dipped today, okay, holding long because that's used, remember, in the nuclear power plant. So that's why if you see the big picture, you got to kind of string the events together, right, to see why these sectors are going to be in such high demand. And remember, all these companies are looking for carbon neutrality, or even, carbon zero, or now they're saying carbon negative. And nuclear power plants, my dad actually worked at a nuclear power plant his whole career in the city. Sargent Lundy is this engineering firm, private company. But anyways, he did that his whole career, so he knows about this too. And he is telling me it's clean energy. It is legit, because I know a lot of people are wondering, yeah, right, the byproducts are dirty. But this is clean energy, guys, okay? And that's what most companies out there are trying to get to, carbon zero or now carbon negative, right, by 2040, 2050. And so that's why you can expect the nuclear power stocks to continue to do well. And more importantly, guys, remember, there's a lot of costs that go into, recommissioning these nuclear power plants. So you don't necessarily have to be in the nuclear power plant stock itself. Like Constellation Energy, I don't really care to be in that. I'd rather be in the stocks that are servicing the nuclear power plants that don't have all those costs. Remember, it's what these nuclear power plants are paying to the companies, right? For the turbines, for the generators, right? For the cooling, thermal management, whatever it is, those are the companies I'm looking for that service the nuclear power plants, guys. So if you're sticking with me, guys, you're going to be good. We're going to build a great long-term portfolio, and we're also going to make money in the short run trading where the money is flowing.